For our lighthouse landscape, we are going to require these supplies: masking tape, shading pencils, regular pencil for the pencil dust, brush, white poster color, scissors, eraser, A5 size paper for stencil work, and A5 size drawing sheet for the main artwork. So our first step is to take out the masking tape and stick all the four corners. Okay, so next step is to start drawing the lighthouse and the rocks below by using HB pencil. So keep the drawing very light. These two lines will be vertical and in a slight angle like this, and then below you can start drawing the rocks this way. Okay, so this is a very basic drawing. Now we are going to take this paper and just place it over the drawing like this. Okay, now if the paper is thin enough, you will be able to see the drawing. Okay, so that's what you want. Just want the placement of the lighthouse to be seen. Okay, so this is the area in between like this. Okay, and you want the stencil to be cut this way, in this angle like this. Okay, so now that we have this area here, we are going to fold the paper this way, right in the center. And then start cutting from here. You need not cut fully, you can just stop till here. Okay, so when you open it, you will get a stencil like this way. Okay, so next we are going to use our regular pencil and our cutter to take out the pencil dust. Next step, we are going to take a tissue paper like this and wrap it around the index finger and take a bit of the pencil dust, and then start from the top in a horizontal direction like this. So the more you do, the more darker it will become. Just make sure it is fading off like this. Okay, so next we are going to do a little tone here as well for the rocks. Try not to go beyond the rocks. Alright, so this part is done. So next we are going to start with our stencil work. So we are going to place it carefully on this part here. This way, and take our eraser and start erasing from this portion like this. Now one thing you have to keep in mind is that you have to reduce the pressure on the eraser when you are erasing, so that the light appears to be lighter and lighter. Okay, so very less pressure here towards the end. And here you can erase a little more, just to make it a little more whiter. Okay, make sure you complete the erasing work before you lift the stencil, because once you lift it you will not be able to place it back again. Okay, so here you can see how the light from the lighthouse goes from lighter to darker like this. So here you can just do a little blending with your finger or tissue paper to just fade off this edges. Okay, so next we are going to start with the lighthouse. So we'll just take out our shading pencils. This is 2B, 4B and 6B. So we will keep a paper underneath our palm now, and we will start with the lighthouse. So this is 4B. First just outline the top part. Here again the shading will be from dark to light, so you have to do the shading very carefully. So as you go down you have to keep on reducing the pressure. Okay, so it's better to make vertical strokes here. Now I'm just switching to 2B pencil here for the lighter tones. See, using a 4B pencil again for more darker tones. Here you can just make a few vertical lines with a 2B pencil. Okay, and then this part you can blend it off a little more using your tissue paper. So you get a nice fog effect like this. See, the edges are also blended. Next we're going to start with the rocks. Okay, so we'll start with 4B pencil here on this main rock. Again, these rocks will have shading strokes from dark to light. Switching on to 2B pencil now for the lighter tones. And then use the tissue paper to just blend off the strokes a little bit. You can just use a 6B pencil here for increasing the dark tones a little more. Okay, so starting with the next rock now. Use the same process, starting with 4B first. And then use 2B. Next use 4B pencil here for the rocks. Switch on to 2B pencil for the lighter strokes on the rocks. Then do a little blending like this with tissue paper. So here I am just using a bit of 6B for these rocks here. As I want these rocks that are in the front to be a little more darker than the ones behind. Use the tissue paper once more to do the blending. And then finally use a 6B pencil just to do a little more finishing and adding a little more dark tones overall to the rocks. Okay, so now that the dark tones are done on the rocks, we are going to use the sharp side of the eraser and make some strokes like this that resembles some waves. So use very few strokes like this. Okay, so once these strokes are done, then just remove all the pencil eraser dust like this. Can just do a little erasing here for some finishing, and then use your white poster color and a small brush, 5 number or 2 number brush. And use this color for additional wave effect. So you can just make some strokes like this. Okay, so now that the brush strokes are also done, so now we can remove the masking tape very carefully like this.